January 2026 brings one of those rare moments when the night sky feels especially alive. If you step outside on a clear night, you'll notice the moon looking bigger, brighter, and more striking than usual. This is the Wolf Moon, the first full moon of the year, and in 2026, it appears as a supermoon. The name Wolf Moon comes from ancient traditions. Long before modern calendars, people used the moon to track time and seasons. January was the heart of winter, a time when food was scarce and wolves were often heard howling near villages. Over time, that sound became linked with this full moon, and the name stayed with us. What makes the Wolf Moon of January 2026 special is its timing. This full moon happens when the moon is at its closest point to Earth, a position known as perigee. When that happens, we call it a supermoon. The moon doesn't suddenly change size, but because it's slightly closer, it appears noticeably brighter and a bit larger in the sky. At its peak, this supermoon can look around 14% bigger and almost 30% brighter than an average full moon. You might not measure the difference with your eyes, but you'll feel it. The moon simply looks stronger, more intense, especially when it rises above the horizon. As the moon comes up, it often glows in warm colors, like orange or gold. That color isn't coming from the moon itself. It happens because the light is passing through more of Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere scatters the blue light and lets the warmer colors through. It's the same reason sunsets look red and orange, and it gives the supermoon a dramatic, almost cinematic appearance. At the same time, Earth is passing through a stream of cosmic debris, creating the quadrantid meteor shower. This meteor shower is known for being one of the strongest of the year. In darker skies, it can produce fast, bright streaks of light that flash across the sky without warning. But in January 2026, the supermoon changes the experience. The moon's brightness washes out many of the faint meteors. Instead of seeing dozens every hour, you're more likely to spot only the brightest ones. When they do appear, they stand out sharply against the glowing moonlit sky, making each meteor feel rare and special. Even with the moon dominating the night, January remains a great month for stargazing. Just days after the Wolf Moon, Jupiter reaches opposition. This means Earth sits directly between Jupiter and the Sun, making Jupiter appear brighter than usual. It rises at sunset, stays visible all night, and sets at sunrise. With even a small telescope, you can see its cloud bands and its 4 largest moons moving around it. Later in the month, the moon fades into its new phase. During this time, the sky becomes much darker, which is perfect for observing deep space objects. Star clusters, nebulae, and distant galaxies become easier to see. This is when the sky feels deeper, quieter, and more mysterious. As the moon slowly returns as a thin crescent, it begins to pass near planets like Saturn. These moments create simple but beautiful scenes in the sky. A soft crescent moon next to a bright planet is often more striking than a sky full of stars. For anyone interested in photography, the Wolf Moon is a great opportunity. You don't need expensive equipment. A steady tripod, a clear horizon, and a bit of patience can make a big difference. Shooting the moon as it rises or sets can add depth and emotion to your photos, especially when there's a landscape in the foreground. Beyond its beauty, the supermoon also has real effects here on Earth. When the moon is full and close, its gravitational pull works together with the sun's gravity. This can lead to stronger tides, with higher highs and lower lows along coastlines. These effects are part of a natural rhythm that has been shaping our planet for billions of years. The Wolf Moon is also a reminder of how closely connected humans have always been to the sky. For thousands of years, people watched the moon not just for science, but for meaning. It guided farming, travel, and storytelling. Even today, with all our technology, the sight of a bright full moon can still stop us in our tracks. January 2026 offers more than just a beautiful moon. It's a reminder to slow down, step outside, and look up. A supermoon glowing in the cold night, a meteor flashing across the sky, and planets shining quietly in the distance all tell the same story. We are part of a much larger universe, and sometimes all it takes to feel that connection is a clear sky and a moment of attention.